Gluten-free diets have become increasingly popular in recent years, with more and more people seeking to avoid this protein for various health reasons. While many are familiar with the obvious sources of gluten like bread and pasta, there are some foods where gluten hides that may come as a shock. In this video, we'll explore 5 surprising foods where gluten can hide, and offer tips on how to avoid it. Whether you're a gluten-free veteran or new to the lifestyle, you may be surprised by what you learn. Before we dive into the details of the 5 surprising foods where gluten can hide, I want to take a moment to talk about how you can support our content. If you find these types of informative videos helpful and informative, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the like button. Your support helps us to continue creating valuable content and helps other viewers discover our videos. Plus, by subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we release new daily content. So if you find our videos helpful, please show your support by subscribing and liking our videos. Now, let's get back to exploring the surprising places where gluten hides. Soy sauce. Soy sauce is a staple in many Asian dishes and is used to add a savory flavor to everything from stir-fry to sushi. Unfortunately, most traditional soy sauce brands contain wheat, making them off-limits for those avoiding gluten. Wheat is used as an ingredient in soy sauce to add color and flavor, as well as to help the sauce stick to food. However, there are now many gluten-free soy sauce alternatives available. These alternatives are made with alternative ingredients like rice, soybeans, or tamari sauce, which is made from soybeans only. It's important to check the label before purchasing soy sauce to ensure it's gluten-free. Additionally, if you're eating out at an Asian restaurant, ask the server if the soy sauce used in the kitchen is gluten-free. Salad dressings. Salad dressings may seem like a healthy choice, but many store-bought dressings contain gluten. This is because wheat flour or malt vinegar is often used as a thickener. Even dressings that are labeled as low-fat or fat-free can still contain gluten as a filler. To avoid gluten in your salad dressing, it's best to make your own at home using simple ingredients like olive oil, vinegar, and herbs. You can also purchase gluten-free salad dressings at specialty stores or online. When dining out, ask the server if the salad dressing is gluten-free, or request oil and vinegar on the side. Licorice. Licorice is a sweet treat made from the root of the licorice plant. While it may seem like a harmless candy, many licorice brands contain wheat flour as a binding agent. Wheat flour is used to give licorice its chewy texture and to help the candy hold its shape. If you're a fan of licorice, look for brands that use corn or rice flour instead of wheat. Many specialty stores carry gluten-free licorice options, or you can purchase them online. It's also important to read the ingredient label carefully, as some licorice brands may use wheat flour as a hidden ingredient. Beer. Beer is a popular alcoholic beverage made from grains like barley and wheat. Unfortunately, this means that beer is off-limits for those avoiding gluten. However, there are now many gluten-free beer options available, made from alternative grains like rice, sorghum, or millet. When shopping for gluten-free beer, it's important to read the label carefully. Look for beers that are labeled as gluten-free or crafted to remove gluten. It's also important to note that some gluten-free beers may contain trace amounts of gluten, so if you're extremely sensitive to gluten, it's best to avoid beer altogether. Processed meats. Processed meats like sausages, deli meat, and hot dogs may contain gluten as a filler. This is especially true for pre-packaged and store-bought varieties, as they often contain fillers like wheat flour, breadcrumbs, or soy sauce. Even meats that are labeled as hickory smoked or maple flavored may contain gluten as a hidden ingredient. To avoid gluten in your processed meats, look for products that are labeled as gluten-free. Many specialty stores carry gluten-free deli meats and sausages, or you can purchase them online. It's also a good idea to ask the server at a deli counter or restaurant if the meat is gluten-free before ordering. Gluten can hide in many surprising foods, from salad dressings to licorice. If you're avoiding gluten, it's important to read labels carefully and be aware of hidden sources of gluten. By doing so, you can enjoy a wide variety of delicious and nutritious foods while still staying true to your dietary needs.